Hello and welcome. This is another interesting episode of the Upside Down Show right here on ChannelOne TV. I'm Frema Dunyame, and as well known, we have been presenting some of the amazing people that we have in-house to you, and I'm sure that you are forming your own impressions, beyond what you see on TV or probably here on radio. Today, we get to get into the life of another of such great personalities. Right after this break, we'll be letting you in on who our guest is today. I'm sure you've seen him on the flyer, but really, beyond everything that you know, who truly is this gentleman who has been here? I mean, when you talk of the history of media in Ghana, he has been here right through, and I believe that he has a great story to share with us. In the world of showbiz here in GH, he's also paid his dues, and we will get to know him, getting up close and personal with him. Don't go nowhere. This show is proudly brought to you by Sky Mineral Water. After the break, he will be joining us, and we will have a show for you. You're welcome back. This is the Upside Down Show on ChannelOne TV. I'm Frema Dunyame. Now, this man we are going to talk to today is one who needs no introduction. If you are a lover of, drama series on TV, then I'm sure you know who we're talking about. From way back, he was gracing our television screens with his prowess. Ladies and gentlemen, today he happens to be the studio manager for ChannelOne TV. When he also was cooking on TV, he comes in as the taster journal. Yeah, that guy, you know who I'm talking about, who you will find everywhere and anywhere, especially unexpectedly. But today we are expecting him because he's going to share his journey and his life in journal with us. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome one of our very own, the Jimmy Quist. Yeah. Come on.
Yo, friends.
Well, how you doing?
I'm good.
Now, before we start everything, okay, I'm going to show you and the world a certain video, and when we come back, I'll take your impressions of what you saw.
Okay.
So you just take a look at this.
Go. You didn't see what they see.
Where, Charlie?
Go.
No, but why?
It's a new girl in town.
Charlie, this girl, they are for catch up.
Hey.
I for catch up.
Problem no solve back home here.
For catch up, they come.
Eh?
They come.
Hey, go. Hey. She can't quit. Better after all sorry bata. Abole wo bojo. Wo bojo. Kolo ko yani mo so.
Oh gosh, Efira. Jimmy, when you watch these tapes, okay, when you see yourself way back, that was your core role for me.
My core role?
Yeah. At what time were you doing this? Efira should be how
Okay,
old now?
So the core role was in 2005.
2005?
Yeah, we had started Citi FM then.
Okay.
As for the locks, it was before 2005. It was
Okay.
between 2002, 2003, all the way.
So how long did you do Efira?
I was actively on Efira for 13 years.
13 years?
Yeah, 2002 to even 2011, 12, yeah.
Wow.
2014.
But how was production work like? You have done it throughout. If you compare the Efira times to what we are doing now, how would you describe back then in terms of production?
Well, in Efira, I quite remember, it was just the first 4 episodes that we had scripts.
Okay.
But the rest, it was like a talented bunch. We get the master script is with the director. He calls you, Charlie, you're coming to do this, that. This is what I want you to do. You can add something.
Yeah.
And then we go.
You know, if you're really caught on, I dare say that the kind of impact that we had from Taxi Driver,
Yeah.
you know, Efira, the TV theater back then, you know, seemed to be at the same level. How was it like, you know, being part of such a great team, you know, and a cast that really everybody looked forward to watching?
So this is what happened. Ifira came about because Okreku Manti then became the executive producer. After producing Dasibre, there was a fallout somewhere, you know. So I went to visit Okreku and I met the director there, and I offered to be part of Ifira voluntarily. And so that was how it started. So Kofori, so with the professionals in it was only Santo and my wife and then the Ajele at the time before Santo passed and then Katari was introduced.
Yeah.
So it was, and so the Kofori was on Radio Gold, I was on Joy, you know, so we used the platforms to propel Ifira to get.
It paid well?
I wasn't getting paid. It was allowance.
So for all the 13 years?
Along the line, because at the time there was no money, so we were paying only the professionals. So we who drive, they give us fuel, something for fuel.
Right.
And I wanted to do it because it's my friend's thing.
Okay. Oh, you wanted to be a star?
I have always been a star.
Hey, Charlie, pressure day. Yeah.
Because I used to dance. I mean, at the time, TV wasn't, you know, and social media wasn't there. But when you enter some vicinities, they know who this person is.
Okay. So you've mentioned your dance bit as well. So you are Jimmy Quist, the dancer, Jimmy Quist, the media man, Jimmy Quist, the actor, Jimmy Quist,
DJ.
the DJ. Did you ever sing?
Sing, well, I mean, at some point, I think I sang.
Or rap?
We were rapping, actually. When dancing, the dance was going away, was fading out, we started rapping. That's where, so Reggie Rockstone, you know, started writing for Alex Ofori, may he so rest in peace. You know, at that time, we started rapping. So when we go, we don't only dance, we rap as well.
So you were rapping?
I was rapping,
yes.
So
you remember some of the rap?
Oh, yeah.
So like I can give freestyle now?
Oh, I can give, I always challenge your Buddha, so don't worry.
I mean, Oboda is there, but you are the veteran. You know, when we talk of rap, I think that just as Jedu Bliambuli thinks rap should be given to him, you know, I see you in that league of Reggie Rockstone, you know, Jedu Bliambuli and all that. But can you still rap?
Well, I do something, but
So
it's more like an old school thing because we do the old school.
It's okay. I don't want new school.
You don't want new school?
Oboda will give us new school, so you give us the old school.
Broken glass everywhere now, and the people pissing down the street just don't care. Don't push me, cause I'm going through the age. I'm trying not to lose my head.
Nice. I like it.
That's a bit from Curtis Blow.
Okay. Now, so let's go to Jimmy, the young boy, right? Where were you born? Where did you grow up? How was your growing up like?
Oh, me, I'm a native of Usu.
Yeah.
So I grew up partly in Tema and La, you know, so, and then North Carnation, yeah.
Okay. Growing up in Tema, okay, how was showbiz back then in Tema? You know how we talk of now Tema is the hub of entertainment and showbiz. Has it always been the case?
Yes, in Tema I was a little boy then. I was attending Temadatus. Okay. So I lived between Community 2 and Community 9. So in Community 2 was talk of the town, where A.B. Kerensel and co, and then Power nightclub and cinema, I think, yeah. And she or something, and then Power night cinema. So it was entertainment was really big over there.
So this was when, in the 90s or 80s?
Oh no, this is 70s.
70s.
78,
Oh, wow.
79 to the 81 thereabout. That's when I was in Tema.
So at what point did you start, you know, being part of dancing competitions in the communities, neighborhood stuff?
So when I came back to Accra.
Okay.
And
from Tema?
From Tema, yes. Okay. I came to complete my you know, common entrance in Accra, Osu Presec, or OPPS, Osu Presby Preparatory School. Yes. So it was during that time that you know, when we finished our common entrance, we were waiting for results, and the dance came in. So we had to enter into some junior dance competition, because we were not, you know, qualified as adults then.
Okay. So who were the
dance.
adults doing the dance at that time?
Those were the days of Ajete Sowa,
okay.
Reggie Rockstone,
Right,
Slim Jim,
right.
and
Okay.
all those people. So we were down there.
Yeah.
Yes.
The under Gs.
Because at that age, the time for closure was around 10 p.m.
So this would be what age?
13, 14.
Okay, quite young.
Yeah, 13, 14.
Okay. And then so how was the competition organized? Neighborhood staff?
No, it was organized. I competed at the prison's junior officers mess.
So were there dance academies, or how was it like?
No, there were dance camps.
Okay, right.
So I found myself with the Reggie Rockstone camp.
Okay.
And somewhere with Ajete Soba camp.
Okay.
And Reverend Azikiza with Slim Basta.
Azikiza Jr.
Yes. So that's how it was.
So you had, Slim Basta also had?
His team, his people.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. And do you remember any of such competitions that your team, so who would you say, which of the teams, you know, were the maybe top two competing against each other?
It used to be Ajete and Slim.
Reggie.
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
And Reggie, yeah.
Okay.
Reggie.
Okay.
Slim coming from where he was coming from, maybe. But when we meet, especially in Osu, it was terrible. We used to have dance battles.
Right.
Sometimes if you go to, you know, Eric Donata.
Where is he?
He's around.
Okay. He went into politics, right? Or he's still in it?
He tried,
Okay.
but
Okay.
I don't know where he is now. He used to go and dance in their house.
Now, dance appears quite an integral part of showbiz now. You know, at some point, dance was gone. It was just music and the acting and other forms of arts. But now, dance, especially because of social media, TikTok and all, when there's a new song, the dancers will have to give it some form of a challenge, you know, so it goes viral. Now, with what you were doing and dance coming back now, how do you feel about the whole thing in terms of business?
Okay, so when the dance was fading out, then came the musicians. So we started dancing for some musicians. I remember 1990, that was when Jermaine Jackson came to town. I was dancing for KKD.
Okay.
You know, KKD recruited a dance. Myself, Carlos Alberto, may he so rest in peace, and then what's his name? He became a sales manager at Citi FM at a point in time.
Okay.
One of our guys, yeah, and we were dancing. I actually featured for a video in Oyinba Kisi.
Which one?
Yeah, I was a dancer in there.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, we didn't see you. But I'm sure
At the time, Okreku was producing.
Oh, Hidebakisi.
Yes.
Right. Sleep music.
I actually taught Dasibra Jamina how to dance.
Oh, really?
Yes, in my house at Labonia Papa.
Interesting.
Yeah.
But you also featured in Slim Buster's, was it Slim
Masharita.
Buster? Masharita.
Yeah.
That was Slim Buster, baby, baby.
Yeah, that's our album, but Masharita, yes.
Okay. How old were you at that time?
Masharita?
Yes. Masharita, you are an old man.
No, I was 32, yes.
32? Wow. So how old are you now?
I'm in my golden jubilee.
We thank God for your life. Well, so this is Jimmy Quist, and you know that song. If you don't remember, I won't blame you because we are talking old man stuff here and old women stuff. But it's not too old, you know. When it comes to creative pieces, we never lose them. So it is still very out there. But in case you've forgotten about the video, all right, just take a look at this and let's continue our conversation.
and Slim Buster.
Yeah.
And then I did a solo where I did some kick and slide.
No, but we need to see that solo, guys. Can you just forward the video? You know, just
Yeah.
cue to that side because I really need to see that.
I was in goggles then.
You were in goggles then. Oh wow, we saw you.
Yes.
You're such a superstar, man. You've been a star since.
Yeah.
Right. So, what really did you want to do with this? Did you want to just be a dancer, or were you just excited? You found it as a hobby?
Slim is a friend. Since he came back from the UK, we got closer because when Siemens was programs director at Joy, we started something called Old Schools Reunion, and we didn't have enough budget, so I had to speak to Slim, and he came in with a TikTok, you know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So we've been that close. Anytime, all the way till we started Citi FM, all our shows, I negotiate with him, and we come and do
Right.
stuff.
So this is you after Osupresek, right?
Oh, this
and
working
even
life.
come again.
That's when I started working.
Yeah. No. So I'm just trying to follow how your development was,
Okay.
right? So you are done with Temadatus, you are done with Osupresek. What did you do afterwards?
DJing.
Right. So just after secondary school, you went
Yes,
straight into
when the
DJing.
dancing, I started dancing. You know, some people saw the future that this is what I'll be doing. I ignored them. And dancing nearly made me drop out of school.
Right.
In Form 4. Yes, because then the dance was there. And I was only 17 years old then.
Okay.
You know, between my peak period was between 16, 17, 18, 19. And I completed when I was 19.
Okay.
So after school, I had some issues. You know, I got burnt, you know.
You got burnt?
Yeah.
What happened to you?
I had malaria and, that time we inhaled those things. And my feet went into the water, so I had to take care of it. So that took about a year or so. The moment he came back, that was 1990, perform and all that.
Right,
I was there, yeah.
Right.
But it was Azigiza who introduced me to DJing. He actually sent me to some nightclub at Tiptoe.
Okay.
Guess who was there?
Tell us.
Kofi Kumbilson.
Okay.
That was where we met. And then later met also at Joy.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's how it started.
So how did the media start for you?
The media, so the DJing stuff, Okrekun and I, we started a studio. Someone invited me to take care of his studio, and I invited Okreku, called Lemon Studio.
Okay.
So I was dealing with that. And then we organized jams for national service students. We went to Akuse, and then from there, I continued to Akosombo, Adowa.
Okay.
Yes, so that was, at the time, KKD was there. But I got wind that he's left, and I went there. So I was shuffling.
He was playing at
Adowa nightclub.
Okay.
So I was shuffling between Accra and Akosombo.
Which year was this?
1993.
Okay.
Between 1993 and 1995, yeah. I was there.
Okay.
So it was there that we heard that there was going to be a radio station, and I had to trace, and I found out it was Joy.
Okay.
I sent applications. At the time, you have to go to GBC, Ajangote. That was where the test transmission was going. So I trekked every time to Ajangote until they got their studios in Kokomemle ready. But eventually I got there because I became a friend of the station, and I was selling to them all the latest records because I was
you were selling to them.
You know, I was with Paul Moore Sounds then. I think someone mentioned something like that to you.
Yeah.
I was with Paul Moore Sounds, so I was giving them. And my friends who I was with at Osu Primecast Studios, Mark and Coxter Macro, were also there.
Okay.
So the opportunity that came was for me to be at the front desk, and I grabbed it.
Oh, wow, interesting. So you were at the front desk of Joy?
Yes, I was night front desk executive.
Okay.
And I think I performed well, and so they brought me to the day part. And then Samens also something good in me, and then he moved me to the production side.
Oh, you went to meet Samens there?
Oh, Samens was the one. I tell you something. Samens and Kwesi Chume, they took me inside the office. They said, "What can you do? Can you come and replace Ajite? That's Gabi Ajite or VD at the time. VD was there." I said, "Oh yes, I can do something." Then they said I should quote a Bible
quotation from
I didn't finish. And Samens, I had my father had one. They started laughing at me. You know, that's how, you know. And I was helping in the station events. I wasn't employed, but when I get wind of an event.
You were said to be a very good volunteer.
Yes. I mean, I wanted to be there. So when they said the only opening now at the time was front desk, I said, no, why not? I can do it. Because I knew that I'll progress. And Samens did that magic for me.
Wow.
Because even at the front desk, you know, something that people didn't know, Okreku and Cox would be going out, and I'll be the one DJing for them whilst they are away.
Okay.
You know, it was like
well,
that.
Today he has said it.
Yes. Yeah, I mean, it's over.
Yes. Did you enjoy it?
Yes, because I was doing what I...
Yeah, I mean, DJing, and now you have to come do it on a bigger scale.
Yes.
Everybody listening.
And you know what? I still have to monitor the phone, so I had to invest. You see, that's why I invested in buying a long telephone cable from front desk to the studio. Okay. And I received the calls all the same.
Wow. So you don't miss out on any of them?
No, before you get query. I
know, right? Well, so, look, we'll come back to that story, but interesting, revelations there. So Jimmy giving us the history, of his media life and his showbiz side as well. There's the Upside Down Show. We'll be right back. Welcome back. This is the Upside Out Show. Our guest today is Jimmy Quist, a man who has always been here with us on our screens, and some other stuff as well. Dancing, tasting food, doing what he loves doing best. He is in our seat today. Jimmy, so how long do you stay at Joy FM?
8 years.
Okay.
Or let's say, 8 years. I did 8 years both Adom and Joy.
Right. So because at what point did you do Adom? Because now you started at the front desk of Joy.
Yes. So when I moved to the production side, it was just then that we acquired Groove FM, and Samens was the one there. And I had to go and play because silent DJ. So the test transmission, I was always in charge. From when Groove was at Osu, so we virtually carried the transmitter to Tema.
Wow.
To set up Adom. So that's how. So I was at Adom from year 2000, middle part of 2000 to 2003 when I was called back to Joy. Okay. Because then, I had to go and I leave Tema to go and play. Cox will call me because I think Cox took over at a point in time as programs manager or something. So when there's a feeling or a gap, he will call me to come and play a multi-track show, Joy Slow Jam, and so that's how we started. And so at a point, then I started Jimmy's Jam on Joy. Okay. Yes, that's from midnight till the pastors coming.
Right, so 8 years at multimedia, and then?
And then Samens calls me again that he's gotten a radio station, but I should come, let's start. Okay. And I was still dragging my face, Oba! And I had to leave just like that. Because myself then I was having some challenges at Joy, and so I had to leave. And that was in April 2004.
Right. But describe your relationship with Samens. You are in unemployment and then a colleague tells you, a boss, more or less tells you that leave and come. It will take somebody you really trust, somebody you really respect for you to consider such a request. How was your friendship with him or your relationship with him like back then?
Very close, very close. Anytime he travels and he comes, he'll call me. I'll go, he will gift me some shirts and all that. And he still does that, And so we were that close, and I think he also saw something, and I also liked his demeanor and everything. And he's an inspiration. And when he dreams, it's big. So you just follow through the dream and make it happen. And that's how we've been. Yeah, I mean, it's like that.
So now Citi FM is birthed.
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
So what was some of the things you remember from its tiny, start?
You know, what I remember was when we were launching Citi FM in 2005. You know, we launched officially in November 2004. But then we said we wanted grand launch. And that was when we brought in Biniman.
Okay. Yeah, I've heard that story.
That was another experience.
Okay.
The first night, because we had, tabled conference center and then the stadium.
Okay.
Stadium, conference center was very successful, and so we knew the masses would come to the stadium.
Yeah.
Then guess what? The tickets were sold out. But at the time, they had midweek or qualifications tournament, and we've gone to set up our speakers and everything. Ralph Kesley Airford.
Yeah.
And because of the night's event, we were tired, sleeping. Everybody's phone was off, and so Ralph was still setting up, and the people said, "Remove everything. We are coming to play football." The man said we knew everything about him, and we didn't tell him. At the time, Yaopara Asamoah was our programs director, manager.
So what happened?
So we had to cancel the night that we were ready to go.
Yes.
Charlie, we did everything. Now we had to run from the scene. And everybody, somebody said, "Hey, everybody leave the stage because people will come and beat us." And let's
So did you
announce.
give their monies back to
Oh
them?
yeah, I mean, because the show didn't come out. So
Yeah.
people had to be, their monies have to be given back to them.
So when you look at how far Citi FM has come today, what thoughts run through your mind?
Oh, no, we've done a good job.
Did you anticipate it was going to be like this?
Of course. I mean, I said, if someone's dreams, then it's big. So we just follow through the... Look, when we started, we needed people to recognize that we are here. We are here. And at the time, it was only the English format stations were only Joy and us. So we did a lot. Celebration of Hip Life, which then became D2R.
Yeah.
Music of Ghanaian origin. A whole lot. We were introducing, some did a whole lot. I mean, to introduce all these things. Business Festival. We used to have the Business Olympics in July, immediately after. But we realized the weather wasn't good, and so that's why this time around we do it in September.
Right.
So these were some of the changes that, came about being with Samens.
You've been here forever. Ancient of days.
Oh no.
As old as you are.
We just began. We just began.
Let me show you this video of you in your elements in the studio.
Oh really?
Yes. Do you miss your dancing days?
Well, I mean, you're no longer young, but sometimes you get the urge to be like what you used to be.
Yeah.
And I think this was quite recent, 2018 or something.
Yeah.
Yes. I was up there somewhere and I heard them playing oldies and I just jumped in there and, had to do this. I think at the time Jessica too did something like that and I was around to,
Oh, Jimmy the Quist. And then Citi TV came, now ChannelOne. How was it like, when TV came in and we had to start TV?
I've been with Samens at a point in time. Samens had was it advertising agency or marketing? So even when we were at Joy, when I close from my night duties, I go and do sales for Samens.
Okay.
So coming back, I check out a bit, and when I came back, I had to come and do sales. So I think the suit I was wearing, it was the time I was doing sales.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Samens, paid for tuition for myself and Irene Logan. We did some marketing
Okay.
at the time, CIM. But those British people, they were wicked.
Why?
I failed all the subjects.
Wow. You were a dancer. You didn't have to go stress yourself, you know.
No. So it was after that that I enrolled at the University of Ghana City Campus. That's
Right.
where I was. Yeah, that was in 2009 until I finished in 2012 or so. Yeah. So that has been it. And then when Citi TV was birthed, he immediately said, "You're going there." And you know, at the radio, I was always being studio manager.
Yeah.
And so giving me that opportunity again, yes, it was pleasant because I've done a lot of productions outside radio, you know, so it was quite revealing and to be part of a TV now production, yeah.
Yeah. So for you, what kind of experience were you bringing? Because beyond starring in productions like Ifira, I don't know which other drama series you've done, but I've seen in a lot of TV commercials as well.
The drama series, we had, what we did, I think I showed it some time, but before we started doing our beauty salon, what was it?
Before we started doing our
salon series.
Hairdressers. Yes.
I was in the beauty salon.
Okay, yeah, I remember production.
There was a
like
beauty
that,
salon,
yes.
but I never got aired because of sponsorship. Because that time, you send your videos to be paid.
Yes.
You paid before it's shown. So it's there. I was there. I did Professor Bright Ofusu. He has a House on Fire production. I was in that one.
Right.
And you know, Bright was the one who shot Masherita.
Oh, I didn't know.
Oh no, he was doing almost all same videos he did, except the one that Ohinijan shot.
Right. Okay.
Prof. Bright Ofusu was the one. Because they were dancers. You know, he's also a dancer.
Of course, yeah.
Yes.
I mean, I've been to his
Yeah,
class,
and they all
so-
went to the UK and all
Yeah.
that. So they are close pals. Yeah.
So in all this, okay, when you look at what you are doing today, now before I go to that, now you are studio manager for ChannelOne TV.
Yes.
Is your job difficult?
It has always been difficult.
Yes.
Let me tell you, when I was studio manager at radio, when you tell the people, don't do this, don't do that, they think it's a joke. Until I left that position, because I went to do events too at Citi FM. Now, for Salom, at the time, Salom was there, and the people there now, they realize that no, it wasn't a small thing.
Yeah.
Managing people is not an easy task. Getting them to understand that these are the norms, these are not the norms, is a difficult part.
They
So,
come in and they'll come and sit
they-
on their chairs, the
shouting
set.
even before they
Yes.
enter and all that, you know, whereas, you know, there need to be some silence as you're approaching the studio, you know. So we always have to be on the lookout for such things. So it's always a difficult thing, especially also when, like this production that we're having, if you don't know what set will be used, you'll be found wanting, you know. And if you don't get the information early, then you have to rush.
Yeah, and you also are the taster general on What's Cooking.
Yes.
Describe your role to us. You are always intruding. You are always, you know,
Is it-
in our faces.
Frema, you know, you and I know that all these dreams are from the papacy. Where he gets his dreams from, ideas from, you don't know. But he just said that this is a person who can do this.
Yeah.
And once he's giving me the opportunity, I won't let go. And that's how come. And I tend to take it personal. I know that we are also once the producer of the,
Yeah.
everything is scripted. You know, where I should come in the conversation that we have, they are all scripted. So sometimes I bring in the lighter part of it, and which is what has been the case. And I love being the taster general. I think I own the brand now.
Oh, doesn't he? Well, he owns the brand now, Taster General. And let's just take a look at the Chester General, you know, be in our faces, and where we haven't called him, he comes in with his own attitude and opinions and, you know, advice, you name it.
What's cooking? Wow. This is more like a read.
You know, while he does what he's doing, I'll just eat.
Oh, Charlie, you are in my zone. This is in my zone. Yes. You need a score master like me. You know, do justice to this one. Yes. Hi. Yes, so what did you cook?
Coconut infused milk.
Infused?
Coconut milk infused gobe.
Ah, so it's coconut infused milk.
No, gobe.
The map was telling me something infused milk.
Hey!
Gobe
Taster General.
and infused milk. It will be double jeopardy. But since it's coconut now, I understand. Anyway, may I also...
Hey, you came prepared.
Yes,
Always.
Yes.
Hey,
Yeah.
well, can you give it to me? I want
no,
to.
exhibition, yeah. You can capture it, yeah. Nice one. This is certified cutlery for...
You haven't even introduced yourself to me. Because me
Adriana.
today, I'm
I
not
know
going to introduce
Adriana.
you.
Oh,
I know Adriana.
yeah.
She's all over, man. Only that is today, I don't want to be at Nule.
I don't know on the set.
Okay. Yes. Happy, can you do justice to my letting?
So how do you prep yourself to be in character?
I prep, once I know what I'm about to do, and you tell me what I have to do, I quickly swing into mood. That's how it is. Because, you know, like you put out there, if you're, when we're doing, we don't do take 2, take 3, no. Some of us, when we come, take 1 is enough.
Okay.
Yes, take 1 is enough. And one person who I learned from, may he so rest in peace, was Katayue.
Okay.
When Katayue is on set and he's been told what he's supposed to do, whilst all of us were doing our thing, mingling, he's there rehearsing his role. Even on the compound of...
Really?
Yeah. Wow. You know where we shot Ifira?
Where?
Oh, there's this hotel behind New Plant Station.
Okay.
I've forgotten the name of the hotel. That's where it is.
Oh, interesting. I see.
Yeah.
Now, so Jimmy, you have been here. You've acted. You've been in front of the camera, behind the camera. You've been part of production, and all. When you look at how far we've come in terms of show business, in terms of our creative arts, right? Do you see any better future? Have we come far? Are we doing well? Are there things we need to pay attention to? Now we've come from where we just did these things because we love them, because we were passionate about them. Now people are living. People's GDP depend on their creative industry. What do we have to do as a nation? Or you think with where we are fine?
We are not fine at all. We are not fine at all because I sometimes wonder how EcoBank, let me make mention of EcoBank because I'm going to mention a production in South Africa, Big Brother Africa, Big Brother Niger. They sponsor them.
Yeah.
What is in there that makes them sponsor such? You come over here, we have very good productions, but you don't get sponsorship. What we're doing requires, there's some input.
Yeah.
The things that we would want to use, we are not being able to use them because it's sponsored by the station, you know. So and there has to be a deliberate policy and involvement of government to push private enterprises into sponsoring some of the things that we do.
Yeah.
Because if we don't do that, I mean, why should you be on TikTok, YouTube, and they will be getting, I mean, these are things that, you know, we should ordinarily, within our space, you know, be able to tap into. We don't have to wait for outside world. Because we had this creative arts policy discussion here, or, you know, harnessing. And I keep saying something. When some 5-10 years back, when the ringtones, it was fetching the musicians some money. Where is that today? You understand? you don't have to wait for the white man. We need to build it for ourselves. People see, I mean, you and I as role models. But if where you are, because I keep telling people, Ifira didn't make me. I was making myself already.
Yeah.
I was in that position to spend already.
So you added something to it.
You understand? If you're open up doors, because sometimes you enter the bank, you don't form a queue. They call you because of your face.
Yeah.
You know, and it was like a guarantee for you to do things. You know, that's how the thing is. It was a goodwill for the arts and entertainment. So it is up to us to say that, look, anybody do anything, there's this thing. I mean, they always have to come and pitch for budgets. The foreign productions, that's what they do.
Yeah.
They give you, and they will help you market it. But here we are, even our cinemas are not being operated by this thing. And now is the time people really, really want to, you know, go out and have a feel of
True.
production.
So when you meet some of your friends, okay, I'm using friends because you were there dancing with the Slim Bastards, dancing with the Reggie Rockstone, Azigiza, Reverend. Now, Mark Okrekumante is deputy minister.
Is minister, not deputy, or is he deputy?
No, he's deputy minister because Ejapa Mesa is minister
deputy.
now.
Yeah, exactly.
Right, but being a deputy minister is a huge responsibility, and that's a great portfolio you have over there. When you meet people like this, what kind of conversations do you have? Because the younger ones will look up to, you know, when we talk of our forefathers didn't do this, our forefathers, in a few years' time, they'll be referring to you as the seniors in the industry. They did not put measures in place. They didn't fight for the industry. When you guys meet, what kind of conversations do you have? Or if you do not meet, what do you think moving on people like you should be doing to help the industry?
Friends, this is a problem that we have as a people. My friend becomes a deputy minister and you have no access to him now. My classmate is Onoko. You know Onoko? You know Onoko?
No.
That's the giant.
Oh,
Henry Quarty.
Henry Quarty.
You
How do you
understand?
call him again?
Onoko.
Ono, what does that mean?
He's tall, so
Oh,
when
okay.
we were in school, we call him Onoko. He's very huge.
Okay.
Yeah, that's Onoko. He's Ghan word. Apart from us or him coming here, you can't get close to him or we meet somewhere. And when you meet somewhere, what discussion are you going to have?
Yeah,
you can't
nothing
discuss anything in public.
substantive.
You understand? Okreku knows the sort of things me and Okreku, we used to walk from their house at Cantonment, Minerals Commission area, all the way to GBC. We walk, we didn't know what transportation was. We didn't have money for such. We walked to GBC, looking for opportunity to work at GBC. If Okreku goes back to time and he thinks about something, he should be able to say, Jimmy, Cox, you guys, we started it all. Can we have a weekend, tea break somewhere? And we share ideas. Easy. But these are people now, they want to be politicians. So his next thing is to become an MP. What policy would he discuss? When you wake up, Okreku or myself from bed, the first thing he thinks of is his records. As a DJ.
Election 2024 is around the
You understand?
now. But back then, it would be your
yes,
records, right?
your records,
Yeah.
you understand? So if you want to make an impact, it is your ideas and making sure that you give it to the policy people, because you are a deputy minister, you can't do much.
Yeah.
But if you're unable to give it to the government to, use your ideas, there are institutions that you can, fall on to sell your ideas
Yeah.
to them. You can, on your own volition, you see some of the things we do here, the papacy takes his own money to put in.
Yeah.
Okreku should be able to say that, Charlie, see to you what you're doing. Maybe my ministry cannot support you, but this is my small, to push for us to, elevate the conversation and the policies that we need. Sometimes, we started Sasamania and all that, and now people jump into it. It was somebody's idea.
Yeah.
If we can make salsa popular, why can't we make high life popular? And we started food bazaar and all that.
Yeah.
It's part of it. These are some of the things that they should be thinking of. Look, if we are able to make people, involved or get to know what we own as a people, our culture, our food, that is when people will patronize and will not send our dollars to go and import. Because you think that creative arts will not bring you that, but we all know that tourism brings a lot in. Even our food, if we do it, all these things impact the creative arts industry. So it is up to the people who have been there before. And I'm mentioning Okreku because I say he's not getting to us. And I'm being, emotional here.
Yeah.
Because he was one of us. He should be, I mean, people, and I hear a lot of people.
But sometimes when you go into politics, you know that.
But you shouldn't let it.
Huge limitations. No, I'm not even talking about enjoying power and all. But as deputy minister, what more can
That's
you do?
what I was saying, that he can make an impact in the ministry, but outside the ministry.
Yeah.
You see, when you are there, you see the things that they want to do. You can say, Charlie, what you are doing is in line with what we also want to do. Can't you do this? Was it not the same way that when we started the Heritage Caravan, that's why we got GTA and all that? If we say we are building cocoa roads, is it not proper to do tourism roads? Because the roads that lead to the castles and the places of interest are bad.
Extremely.
Very bad. The reason why maybe somebody wants to buy Buzia Beach Resort is because the road leading to Buzia Beach Resort is bad.
Don't get too emotional about it because Ghana issues.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying that
I get where you're coming from. But let me ask you this: in one day, if Jimmy is no longer here with us, what would you want to be remembered for?
Wow, that's a very huge one. Well, maybe that guy who wanted to make entertainment thrive. That is what I want to do.
But there's some Lee be part of your name, or is that, are you called Jimmy Lee?
I'm Jimmy Lee. I'm the Grandmaster, LL Jimmy Lee.
So what is your full name?
As in my nickname or?
No, I put your whole name, add everything to it.
Oh, Grandmaster LL Jimmy Lee. Okay. That's one. And my Ghana name for that one is Ni T. It's not all that we call. Ni T. Yes.
Oh, Mr. Quist. Yeah. I mean, I've enjoyed
but
this.
The one that when I become ambassador of Ghana to my Royal Danish Embassy.
Yes.
Yes. It's James Augustus Alstrop Quist.
No, because I remember the Augustus too.
Yes. That's a fool.
It shall be well with you.
Amen.
It will happen. Don't worry. You will get to use that name. I tell you. But once a soldier, always a soldier. You can't tell me that you've forgotten how to dance or you've forgotten how to act. It's not possible. For the acting bit, we get to see what you do all the time on what's cooking.
Yes,
but the dancing bit, it's not every day that a certain Helen Grace, children of yesterday, get to see the...
Your birthday is coming up. You can make it a special request. I'll come and dance.
No, I'm requesting already. That's a done deal. But here on this grounds, I mean, something, we should feel your vibration. You get it? And so let me say my thank you, right, for being our guest today. And we've really got to know you and some of the things that you're very passionate about. I hope the people who need to hear this conversation are listening and will also be committed, to effecting change in any small way that they can in our industry. Thank you very much for also being our guest. I'm Frema Edunyame. Our guest today was Jimmy the Lee Quist. And he's going to do some moves for us, as the dancer that he's always been. I mean, if you were dancing with the Ajeti Soas and the Regiment Stones,
one of the songs, I don't know which one he's going to start with, but one of the songs that propelled me was Jam on It. That was what won me my junior competition. The previous year I was second, but that
you won medals?
Yes, I saw them at Tema Station.
Hunger is painful. Don't worry.
Because then we were, as a student, you needed boots.
Heavy boots.
Yes, so we needed it for the boots.
Yes, man need weapons, Man needs, your weapons to go to battlegrounds.
Yeah.
Right, thank you very much, Jimmy. And as we
thanks for having me. Thanks for having me.
We know that you do so with some great moves.
Yes, you want me to move?
Absolutely, you need to.
They have to drop the
So we're going to clear the space for you.
Oh no, you push the chair back. This one.
They want to give you space, man.
Oh no, If you give me space, there, Charlie, it will be